Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel once again. It's your girl KYUNGHEE and I'm so glad you joined me today. So today I'm going to continue with the scholarship video. I'm going to be doing university scholarships. So please note that with university scholarships they will offer things like tuition, a monthly stipend. However, you still have to buy your own ticket, but there'll still be full scholarships. Okay, so I'm going to start with Seoul National University. So I'm going to start with the undergrad scholarships. Okay, so I'm going to start with Seoul National University, you guys, and I'm going to start with the undergraduate scholarships. Okay, so the first scholarship that I'm going to talk about is the SNU Global Scholarship. This scholarship offers tuition, a monthly stipend, and housing fees. The scholarship is given to all currently enrolled undergraduate international students. Every year, they give the scholarship to approximately 80 students. And the application period is, they have two intakes. They've got the fall intake and the spring intake. So for the fall intake, the application period is in January. So from around 7 January to like 24 January. Then for the spring intake, it's open in June and it closes in July. Okay, so the second undergraduate scholarship from SNU that I'm going to talk about is the GLO-HARMONY scholarship. This scholarship offers full tuition and a monthly stipend. It's given to international students from developing countries in the DAC list of ODA recipients. So please check to see if your country is there. The period is in January and July, so that's the fall and spring intake. For selection for the scholarship, all applications should be sent or submitted to the SNU Office of International Affairs, and they make the first selection. After that, the Samsung Foundation makes the final selection. Okay, still at SNU, I'm going to talk about the third undergraduate scholarship. This is the International Student Scholarship. This scholarship offers up to full tuition and it's given to international students as well as overseas Koreans. The application period is in May and November. So for the selection period, all applications should be sent to the respective colleges at the school, and admission is given to students that have a GPA of 2.7 or higher. Now I'm going to move on to the graduate scholarships at SNU. So now I'm moving on to the graduate scholarships at SNU. Okay, so the first scholarship that I'm going to talk about, that's the graduate scholarship for excellent foreign students. The scholarship offers full tuition and living expenses. The scholarship is given to students from Asia except China and Japan. It's given to like 20 students, and admission period is during the admissions period for international students every semester. So for selection, the applications have to be sent to the Office of International Affairs. Then each college makes their selection. The second scholarship that I'm going to talk about, that's the Silk Road Scholarship. This scholarship offers full tuition, living expenses, and airfare, and the Korean language training fee. This scholarship is given to international graduate students from the Silk Road countries who want to study humanities and social sciences. It's only given to 5 students every year, and application is during admissions for the international student each fall, only the fall intake. Apply for this, you must send your application to the Office of International Affairs. Then each respective college will make their selection. Okay, so the third scholarship from SNU that I'm going to talk about for graduate students, this is the SNU Global Scholarship. The scholarship offers full tuition, living expenses, and airfare and housing fees. This is offered to all international graduate students, and every year that they give the scholarship to about 160 graduate students. So this is a really nice scholarship to apply for, and the application you have to be admitted at SNU to get the scholarship. I'm going to talk about that's the GLO-HARMONY scholarship. The scholarship offers full tuition and a monthly stipend, and it's given to international students from developing countries in the DAC list of ODC recipients. So please check to see if your country is there. Application period is in January and July, and the applications have to be sent to the SNU Office of International Affairs, and they make the first selection. Then the Samsung Foundation makes the second and final selection. Okay, finally, the last scholarship that I'm going to talk about from SNU for graduate students. This is the International Student Scholarship, and this scholarship offers up to full tuition. It's given to international students, and application is in May and July. And this scholarship is given to students with an GPA of 3.0 and higher. Okay. So the second school I'm going to talk about is KAIST. This is the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, and I'm only going to talk about one undergraduate scholarship that they offer. Okay, so this scholarship is called the KAIST International Student Scholarship. The scholarship offers tuition, a living stipend, and national health insurance. It's given to all students that are accepted into KAIST. So there's no separate application for this scholarship, and for you to apply, you just go on their website. I'll put all the website in the description. Okay, so the next school that I'm going to talk about is POSTECH in Pohang. This school offers a lot of scholarships to the students that are admitted to the school. So some of the scholarships that are offered, there is the President's Science Scholarship, the National Science Scholarship, the National Merit Scholarship, and the GHOC Scholarship. So for all undergraduate students, they receive scholarships. Then for graduate students, they also get scholarship, but it's more selective. Also have a prestigious scholarship such as the POSCO Asia Fellowship that I talked about in the previous video, and also there's the POSTECH Fellowship Scholarship. So for you to apply and get these scholarship, you have to go on their website. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so moving on to the next school. My next school is Ulsan National Institute of Science and Technology, UNIST. The first, I'll start with the undergrad scholarships. Okay, so we have the National President's Science Scholarship. This scholarship offers an admission fee and tuition. It's given to all international students, and for the application procedure, the students are selected by the Korea Student Aid Foundation. You can apply for both the admissions and for the scholarship. Okay, so the second scholarship by the school is the Uni-Star Scholarship. The scholarship offers tuition, living expenses, and meal expenses. This scholarship is given to currently enrolled international students who took at least 12 credits and have a GPA of at least 3.3 over 4.3. There is no separate application for this scholarship. The students will be given the scholarship automatically if their grades are as mentioned. Right, I'm moving on. So now I'm going to talk about the graduate scholarships offered at UNIST. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the UNIST scholarship. The scholarship offers tuition, and it's given to graduate students who are admitted as government scholarship recipients or students that previously got under probation and did not receive any academic warning. The application procedure is that the student has to be admitted, and that's it. Then you are eligible for the scholarship. Then the next scholarship I'm going to talk about is the monthly stipend scholarship. So for masters, they give about 500,000 won for masters, then for 700,000 won for the PhD students. So it's given to students who are admitted as government scholarship recipients or who did not receive any academic warning or any probation. So the students have to be admitted, then they're accepted, then they can contact their different labs for research positions to get the scholarship. Okay, so moving on to the next school. My next school is KYUNGHEE University. So I'll start with the undergraduate scholarships, because the first scholarship that I'm going to talk about is the scholarship for excellency in Korean. So this scholarship offers tuition for 4 years. It's only given to students with topic 6 during the applications period. And for you to renew the scholarship, you must have a GPA of over 3.7 for full tuition scholarship. So then the next scholarship that I'm undergraduate scholarship that from KYUNGHEE also is the International Student Scholarship A. The scholarship offers tuition for 1 year and can be renewed for all the 4 years. Okay, so the eligibility, it's given to students who have 97th percentile rank or higher, or you must submit a topic level 5 and above during the application period. and for you to renew the scholarship, you must have 12 credits the last semester, meaning that's like a GPA of 3.7, 3.0 the last semester. Okay, so now moving on to the KYUNGHEE Graduate Scholarship. Okay, so there's a KHU President Scholarship. The scholarship offers tuition and fees. For you to get the scholarship, you must be registered by a professor in the graduate school. And for you to apply, you should go to the admissions page and you apply there. The undergraduate application dates are in September, so beginning of September, from around 4 September to 15 September. Then for the graduate applications, they are in September to December, then March to June. Yeah, so I'll link the school link in the description. The next school that I'm going to talk about is Yonsei University. If you didn't know, this is where Angelina Jolie's son got admitted to. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to talk about the undergraduate scholarship that they give. For this one, the scholarships are only up to full tuition, but I'll still mention them anyway. So I'm going to talk about the first one, which is the admission scholarship. This is a scholarship that offers up to full tuition. It's given to all international students. So there's no separate application for this one. The moment you apply to the school, you automatically considered. Then the second scholarship that I'm going to talk about, that's the merit-based scholarship. It offers up to full tuition again. It's given to currently enrolled students who are in the top 10 GPA every semester. And there's no separate application again. Then the third scholarship, undergraduate scholarship from Yonsei, is the need-based scholarship. It offers up to full tuition and it's given to currently enrolled students who are in financial need. Yeah, then okay, so for this one, a separate application is required with proof of financial need. So for all these undergraduate students, you have to go to the Yonsei undergraduate admissions page, and that's where you can apply. I'll put the link in the. Moving on to the next school. My next school is HANYANG University. So I'm going to start with the undergraduate scholarship. So they've got the HANYANG International Excellency Award. The scholarship only offers up to 70% tuition. It's given to students with a GPA of 80% or higher from their previous school. The students need to apply for admissions at the admissions page, and they have to submit the documents and pay an application fee. Okay, so I'm moving on to the graduate scholarships offered at the school. They have scholarship for combined master's, doctoral, and doctoral programs in engineering and science. The scholarships offer full tuition. There's no eligibility required for the scholarship. The students are just required to have a minimum of 3.75 GPA every semester, and then they get the scholarship. Yeah, so that's it for this school. I'm moving on to the next school. My next school is KONKUK University. So this is like a private university, so the fees is really high. So for international students that are studying in Korea at this school, I'm not going to mention like scholarship names, but for undergraduate students, they can get up to 100% a tuition waiver. Then to graduate students, they can get up to 50% tuition waiver. So you must just check the go to the admissions page. I'll put the link and you guys can check if you would be interested in this. Okay, so I'm moving on to the next university. So my next university is INHA University, and I'll start with the undergraduate scholarship. So they've got the INHA University scholarship based on English scores. So this is based on your IELTS score as well as your TOEFL score. So if you get us an IELTS score of 9 or a TOEFL score of 115 or higher, then you get tuition, a monthly stipend of 3,001, as well as your dormitory expenses paid for 4 years. Then if your IELTS score is 8, and your TOEFL score is 106 or higher, then you get a monthly stipend of 3,001 as well as tuition for 4 years. Then if your IELTS score is 7 and your TOEFL score is 96, then you get tuition for 1 year. For the scholarship is given to all international students whose native language. There's no separate application for this. The scholarship is given based on the student's test score. Okay, so now I'm going to move to the graduate INHA scholarships that they have. Okay, so for the INHA University Graduate Scholarship, they've got the Yonsei International Scholarship for PhD and Master students. The scholarship offers full tuition for PhD, 70% tuition and 50% tuition. The scholarship is given to all international students who have a GPA of 80% from their previous degree, and there's no separate application for the scholarship. Okay, the other scholarships that they have at this school is assistantships. So the scholarship amounts to 1.1 million won to 3 million per semester, and these for you to get this types of scholarship, you need to be appointed by individual departments to get the scholarship. Yeah, so that's it for this school. Moving on to the my next university. This is HANKUK University of Foreign Studies, and also known as HUFS. So I'm going to start with the undergrad. Actually, it's just the undergrad scholarship. So they've got the Veritas scholarship. This is a scholarship that offers tuition for 4 years. This is given to students that have obtained above 96 of their total admission pass mark. There's no separate application for this scholarship. They also have the PAX scholarship. The scholarship offers a 50% reduction in tuition for 4 years. For you to get the scholarship, you must have obtained above 93 of the total admission pass mark, and there's no separate application for this. And that's it for the school. For graduates, okay, moving on to my next school. Talking really actually it makes me hungry, and I'm just hoping that I don't lose my voice. Okay, so moving on to the next school. So the next two is SOGAG University. So I'm going to start with the undergraduate scholarships that they have. So the first one is an admission scholarship. So for the scholarship, you get tuition and fees and a guarantee to live in the dormitory. For you to be eligible for the scholarship, you need to be a top ranking student. For the selection process, you must just apply to the SOGAG University as an international student. Then the next scholarship that I'm going to talk about, that's the Global Scholarship. The scholarship offers up to full tuition, and for you to get the scholarship, you must have acquired at least 12 credits or a GPA of 2.5. So this is for enrolled students. And yeah, so all the international students with good grades that I've mentioned will get the scholarship or can be selected for the scholarship. Then the next one is the Global Scholarship 2. This scholarship is given to, it also offers up to full tuition. You must have acquired GPA of 12 credits or a GPA of 2.5 or above. And this scholarship is given to international students in a financial difficult situation, so you can get the scholarship if you have that situation. And yeah, you apply at their admissions page. I'll put the link in the description. So now we're gonna move to the graduate scholarships that they have. Number one is they have a scholarship for admissions, and the scholarship offers tuition, and there's no separate application for this one. It's given to all international students that are eligible for the scholarship when applying. Then the next one is the postcode scholarship. I talked about it in the previous video under KDI. Then they also have the SOGAG scholarship, and this is a scholarship for masters or graduate students, and it offers tuition and a stipend for 2 years. It's offered to students whose parents are not Korean citizens, and it's given to one student every year, and the student needs to apply for this, submit their application to KONKUK. So my next university I'm going to talk about is CHUNG University. This university offers international students that are at this university. So if you're an undergrad student, you can get up to 100% tuition scholarships, and if you're an undergrad and a graduate student, you can also get 100% tuition scholarship, and the scholarships are based on your previous GPA. So please check the admission page. I'll put the link in the description. I don't have much to say about the school, but it does offer those that 100% tuition scholarships. Okay, so moving on to the next school. Okay, moving on. My next school is Korea University. So for the undergrad, they've got the Global Korea University Scholarship. The scholarship offers up to full tuition, and it's given to international students with excellent scores or students from designated countries. So for you to see if you're on there, you must go to the undergrad admissions page. You don't need to apply for this one. You're automatically selected to receive the scholarship when you apply and your grades are good. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the graduate scholarship that they have. So they've got the graduate scholarship called the Global Leader Fellowship. The scholarship offers an entrance fee or registration fees, tuition fee, as well as dormitory fee. For the scholarship, for to be eligible for the scholarship, you need to have the required GPA, the language, as well as recommendation from the department and permission from the dean of the graduate school. Once you have all these, then you're qualified for the scholarship. So to know more details about the scholarship, please go on the graduate admissions school at Korea. I'll put the link in the description. And for application, they've got two intakes. They've got the fall intake and the spring intake. For undergraduate, the fall intake is from March to April. Then for the spring intake is from August to October. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next school. So my next school is SEJONG University. So they have both the undergraduate and graduate scholarship. So what the scholarship that they have, are offered to international students, and these are based on TOPIK scores. TOPIK is the Korean language test and the English proficiency test. So both undergraduate and graduate students are given the scholarship up to 100% tuition based on their scores. Finally, yay! So the last university on my list is University of Seoul. So this university is in Seoul, and it's different from Seoul National University. I discovered this when I was doing the research on the scholarships, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So University of Seoul so doesn't have like scholarships with like stipend and all that, but they do offer scholarship for undergraduate and graduate students for full tuition, and these are based on the GPA. And so for you to apply, you go to the admissions page. I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. I've let so many school out there, so many universities out there, and I'm sure there are other scholarships that I didn't look at, but I think this is a great starting point if you really want to study in Korea. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and if you like what I do, please do subscribe. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, bye bye.